Hey guys, a very good morning to all of you. So again I am here to teach you SST Standard 4 Chapter 16, and the chapter name is Transport and Communication. So before starting the chapter, we will take a short look at what we have learned in earlier classes related from this chapter. But before starting the chapter, I request all of you to please stay at home and enjoy your quality time with your family members. You can enjoy like playing the Ludo, Carom, video games. In fact, you can complete your homework which you received on online classes. So today again I will upload the homework stand of chapter 7, the new words and objective types. So please you can go there on the website, check your homework, and please complete your all homework on your fair copy. So whenever school is going to open, I just want all the homework. So it's better that you should complete your all homework on time. I have all the records. So I will ask the homework when school is going to open. So please complete your homework and you have a lots of time. So today we will start from the topic railways. So if you don't have the book, then please purchase your book as soon as possible. And I might guess that you guys had completed your healthy and delicious breakfast. So eat healthy and stay happy at home. So let's start the chapter. Now, first of all, we are talking about the transport, and we know that the transport means it is a way of carrying people and goods from one places to another by land, air, or water. In fact, many years ago, when early humans are there, they used animals for transport. Later, they invented the wheel, and the people started using carts to move around and to move from one place to another. After that, the different means of transport, it just keep the changing with the time to time. And now today's we have got many different ways of traveling. Like we have roadways, railways, waterways, and airways. So, better means of transport have made our traveling much easier, and the type of transport what we are going to use, it depends on the distance, about the cost, that how much money we can spend, and the size of the things that we have to be transported, like many more things we have. Now, we use the roadways or rail transport for a short distance, and for a long distance we just use the airways and the waterways, which is seaways. So first of all, we will learn about much more about the different types of traveling, different ways of traveling. So first of all, we are going about the roadways, and road are the most important mode of transport in India. Now also a new and better road are built every year, and it can be divided into two types depending on the material which used to making them. First of all, like the Pakka road or the Kacha road, like for the roads which use for the long lasting material, and it can make with the cement, and for the tar which is called the metal or Pakka house. And in fact, these road can used all year around, but in fact even in the rainy season also. But the Kacha house or non-metalled house or non-metalled road, it is usually a very small path which is made of mud, and they are very difficult to travel and cannot be used during the rainy season. In fact, in our country, we have a long roads which is called highways, and it is always connected through the towns and cities. Now, national highway, it is connected to the cities and towns all over the country, and the state government, state highways, it is always linked to the important towns and cities within a state. Here one of the oldest highest highway is also there, which is called the Grand Trunk Road. It was built by the Sher Shah Suri in the 16th century CE, and it is connected through the Peshwa to the Sonargaon. Now it is Pakistan in Bangladesh, and in fact in mountain region also the tunnel it is used for the digging through the hills to make roads. The tunnel to make the roads through the hills, like bridges, like this type of bridge is there, so we can go through the mountain also. During the winter, snow has been cleared regularly to make the road usable, and it is also connected with the two river banks. Then bridge can make first of all, and then we can go, and the road are then built over the bridge so that we can pass that river through the bridge. Next, roads are also very important for us because many items that we need in daily life, such as the food grains, fruits and vegetables, etc., it can be transported by road to different roads to different parts of our country. Next topic is railways. Now the railways are an important means of transport. So railway is also very important means of transport, and they are one of the cheapest means of travel over long distance on land. So the railway is what? It is one of the cheapest means of travel for over a long distance on land. The British introduced the railway in India, and with the help of British, the railway had built in India. So the first train ran in 1853 between Mumbai and Thane. So please underline it, it's important, and it is just like for general knowledge. So the first train ran in 1853 between Mumbai and Thane. So after the British has introduced the railway in India, then the first train it was ran in 1853 between Mumbai to Thane. Earlier, steam engines were used to pull the trains. So we know that earlier the steam engines was there, and it were used to pull the trains. We just usually give with the help of coal. The engines, the railways ran fast. Nowadays, trains run on electricity. Nowadays, India has developed. It is developing country. So nowadays, the train it can run on electricity, and the train journey have become much faster and more comfortable. And for that, the train journeys have become very much faster and more comfortable. Next, there are two main kinds of trains: passenger trains and goods trains. So in railways, we have two kinds of trains, like passengers and goods trains. Passengers, where people can travel from one place to another, and where good trains, where we are just carry our food grains, our coal, cattle, so that they can go from one place to another. So see, it's written also here that passenger trains carry people from one place to another. So passenger trains, with the word you can understand that in passenger trains that people can go from one place to another, and good trains carry goods such as coal, cattle, food grains, etc. from one place to another. So the good trains, it can carry the goods such as the coal, the cattle and the food grains, and many more things are there. So it can travel from one place to another in good trains. Next, in railways, next topic we will I'm going to explain you in lecture number 2. So please guys, watch the lecture number 2. Till that, take care of yourself. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye bye.